covering on it obviously to keep the surface bound up. So yeah, it should be a very good batting track.
Thank you, sir. Sir?
Virat, KL Rahul is out of the first test, and how big is a loss KL Rahul, and have you decided on the two openers for the first
We
test?
only have two more openers.
No, maybe Rohit Sharma coming as
No. Rohit has never opened in Test cricket, and we don't see that kind of experiment happening here because we have specialist openers in the team, and they will obviously be starting this game. KL unfortunately is down with a flu. Luckily, it's not something very serious, so he just needs a few days to recover from that. Look, KL is a very established player for us, and he's done really well in the past couple of years for us in all formats. And he's a very solid player. But these kind of scenarios present opportunities for other players in the team to step up and show what they are capable of, and sort of have a solid performance so they can stay with the team for a longer period and get more chances to play in the future. So we've said this before, our players look at these scenarios as opportunities.
Thank you, sir. Chetan?
Virat, in the Mumbai press conference, you turned the 2015 series was a landmark series, and obviously the team on a long learning curve overseas. You've come here this time as a number one ranked side, and obviously there's another long overseas cycle in the next 18 months. So how do you see this series as, say, a launch pad for the next 18 months or so?
Well, it's pretty different sitting here after 2 years from that particular series, because that was very important for us in terms of us coming together as a team and believing we can win series, not just games. So that was the beginning of that mindset, and we were able to build on that culture and on that mindset in the last couple of years. Training a certain way, thinking about the game a certain way, playing together as a team a certain way, and I think we've built a really good base for us as a team to be able to do that consistently over the next few years. We don't see any series as a launch pad for anything. For us, it's all about playing consistent cricket wherever we play and try to string in those performances, because of which we are at the top of the rankings right now. And we realize what needs to be done. So we're pretty humble in our preparations, and we're willing to do the hard yards every game that we play. And the next phase of cricket for us is going to be challenging, but something that we're really looking forward to, because we believe that we have the kind of skill that's required to win away from our conditions as well. We have all bases covered strongly.
Thank you. Gaurav?
Virat, the last time you guys played at Wall, India had that stunning spell, and we overturned the test match which was going India's way. How better prepared are the batsmen to tackle it this time on this pitch, and are there any strategies that you guys have thought of playing in this sense, more attacking?
Yeah, I mean, he's a quality bowler. Last time he really dented us in that small chase, and something that actually was a great eye-opener for us. Then we worked on those things in the next two games, and we were able to win the series. He played both the games. The ball was still doing a bit, but I think our batsmen came up with the goods, and they had counter plans in place. So we understand what he brings to the table, and we understand what needs to be done. And I'm sure everyone is taking personal responsibility to plan their innings in a certain way, and play bowlers according to how they bowl or what areas they hit, and what are the shots that are required to counter that. So yeah, we've come a long way from that tour, as I said, and we believe in our batsmen to deliver the goods when it's required by the team the most.
Thank you, sir. Last five now, Mr. Basu.
Virat, if the wicket is a good batting surface, given the heat and humidity, how important is it to have enough bowling options?
Very important. Also, you need to understand, last time we felt in the first test that we played here, we probably a batsman short and the fifth bowler didn't do much in the game. So we have those options open as well. We've got great balance in the side. We've got a guy like Hardik Pandya who is a wicket-taking bowler. Every game that he plays on any surface, he has a knack of picking a wicket. So he has a great chance of playing as well. So that gives us balance, because in the next two games in that tour we played the all-rounder, and that made all the difference. The extra batsman gave us more solidarity, and so we've taken learnings from that, and we'll surely apply those straight away into the series rather than getting a feel of how things will go. But very important to have your best strike bowlers to be able to pick up 20 wickets to win.
Thank you. Last four, Pulju.
You had phenomenal success at home, but what do you feel are the weak links or any chinks in the armory that you've realized in the course of the last few months?
Well, I don't think there are any massive, sort of areas of concern for us. We've been looking to fine tune smaller areas during the course of the game, which probably people might not pick up also. That can lead us into a situation which is not ideal. So we have given responsibility to the players to identify those areas and work on those areas themselves, taking more responsibility for the team, and making sure that if we are in a solid position, they should be able to consolidate the position and put us into a position where we can't lose from. So we have been able to put ourselves in a position in games, I think 80-85% of the games, where there's only one winner left, and that's the kind of sustained pressure that we've been able to build. And but the key, as I said, is to go out there and repeat those things again and again. You can't expect things to just happen by themselves. You need to work hard for every ball that you play on the cricket field, and that applies to batsmen, bowlers, collectively. So the smaller areas we keep identifying and keep working on them.
Thank you. Question.
Virat, you've been a great advocate of also learning from victories, not just from defeats. It's been a sort of long, successful one season. Beyond the results, what is it that has encouraged you the most?
Well, it's just to see the responsibility taken by such a young bunch of players to go out there and make a difference for the team. Even the substitutes that sit on the sidelines, their efforts, their sort of energies, their concern for the team when they're running in to provide you with the essentials. It's great to see them also almost feeling like that they're a part of the playing 11 that's on the field. That's the kind of culture that's been created, and it's taken a while. Whoever steps into the change room, they immediately feel comfortable because of the way people are embraced and how people are taking responsibility to maintain that culture. The bond between the team is outstanding, and that's something that really makes me proud that we're all really close to each other, and we really enjoy playing alongside each other. And that for me stands out the most, because that shows on the field. Even the most difficult situations, all guys believe together that we can do it, and we've been able to overturn situations more often than not, just because of that belief and the trust that we have between the players. So yeah, that for me is the most special thing apart from the cricket performances.
Thank you, sir. Last two, Madhu.
Virat, this is about Rahul. You spoke about how he has established himself, but it is also a fact that he has had more than his share of injuries since his debut. As a captain, how do you comfort the player when he's going through so many injuries in a short period? And how tough it is for a captain to re-devise his plans, having devised his plans around the field?
Well, I think it's very similar to how you perceive a situation. Even as batsmen and bowlers, we counter difficult situations, but you choose to think positively or negatively in that stage, and that makes all the difference. Whether you'll be able to counter it or you succumb to the situation. So what I like to do in these situations is think positive. The moment you panic, then that negative energy starts cropping up. So I like to see it as an opportunity, as I said, for the guys stepping in, and that's what the guys stepping in believe as well. So we have total belief in the guys that are in the squad as a whole, and not just the playing 11. So even the people sitting outside, we know they have the ability to be here in the test team for India. They are good enough. That's why they're being picked. So it's, as I said, it's a great opportunity for someone like an Abhinav or a Shikhar to string in a strong performance again. It's difficult to keep players positive when injured. I have also been injured recently, and it's not a nice feeling. So see, the only thing you can do is accept the reality and know what needs to be done. There's not much you can do apart from doing rehab and all those sort of things. This is not an injury, so I'm sure he's not that disappointed, because he's had a major surgery and he's been able to come back. So I think 3-4 days more will not make a difference to him, because he's feeling really good. In the practice game, he was batting really well, so he's really looking forward to step back onto the field.
Thank you, sir. Last one, Sanjeev.
Virat, India is coming more for a very strong home season. Comparatively, Sri Lanka has struggled in the recent matches. So how do you ensure that the team maintains the same kind of intensity and motivation that you see?
For us, we're playing a game of cricket. It doesn't matter the opposition that we're playing against. For us, it's all about identifying the players that they have, their strengths, their areas of weakness, and focusing mainly on our performances and what we can do as a team. The moment you start focusing on oppositions and try to adjust your intensity according to who you're playing against, that's a very dangerous thing to do, because if you don't respect the game, the game will sort you out at some stage. It will find you and it will expose you. So we totally respect the game, and we totally know how hard we need to work to win every test match, every situation, every session. Every ball is an event for us. So we're willing to put in the hard yards for that, and something that everyone in the team respects. And as I said, that's something we've built as a part of the culture, and which is something that I'm proud of and the whole team is proud of. So we take a lot of pride in playing Test cricket for India and doing the hard yards every game that we do.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.